up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
I enjoy helping nonprofits achieve their goals and really accomplish their mission, namely by nurturing my relationship with them, their staff, their donors, their volunteers, and their board members. I think the key to being trusted is really transparency. What I've seen time and time again is that when you give anything the right conditions, the support, the autonomy, trust, your full attention, it will thrive. This is as true for my clients and for my colleagues as it is for myself here at Bliss.
Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in, wide open net. Too easy right there.
Molly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he breaks his record. Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to
Up ahead tonight on more Sussex Sports.
Welcome to Alumni Stadium here at the campus of King University in Union, New Jersey, as Big State Sports presents quarterfinal action of the second annual Kirst Cup. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dan Cleary, and it's a beautiful day here. Okay, some clouds rolling in, but we're going to have some great lacrosse coming your way, as this is the second annual Kirst Cup, and our game time temperature 73 degrees. That's brought to you by our friends at ICS, keeping you warm when you're cold, cold when you're warm. Go to ICSHVAC.com. And we want to welcome everyone to the Mandelbaum & Barrett broadcast booth. Since 1930, Mandelbaum & Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner in all of life's biggest plays. From business deals to personnel matters, our experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, we've built enduring relationships across diverse industries. Wherever you are, whatever legal need, and whatever it's personal or professional, Mandelbaum & Barrett PC is your team. Learn more at nblawfirm.com, and we want to welcome you to the Mandelbaum & Barrett broadcast booth. And we have some special sponsors for today's game and the entire Kirst Cup. This game brought to you by Autosport Acura of Denville, is New Jersey's only three-time winner of the Dealer Raiders Acura Dealer of the Year award. If you're in the market for a new pre-owned Acura, you need vehicle service, choose the sterling reputation of the Autosport Acura of Denville. And fresh, authentic Mexican food, you love that? Well, you got to go to Don Jose Mexican Restaurant. Family owned and operated, serving Morris County for 26 years with a second location in East Hanover, their main location, Route 46 in Denville. DonJoseMexican.com to order online. Check out their daily drink and food specials. It's Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, where everyone is family. So we can't thank them enough. So also, we can't thank enough Tim Flynn, the legendary Hall of Fame head coach of Mount Lakes, who along with Coach Rappel came up with this idea of the Kirst Cup. It looks like we're getting ready for the national anthem, folks. But this is the second one. We did all the games last year. Ridgewood won the initial one, was crowned the #1 team in New Jersey. And this is the start of it. We're only going to have 5 teams like last year. Don Bosco unable to participate. They opted out. And then there's some logistic issues. They couldn't get back in. So that's that. You know, they're unable to play. It's a tough situation, but it is what it is. But we're going to concentrate on the team playing today. And it's the number 5 seed Gill St. Bernard's Knights, the non-public B champ. And we have the national anthem. All right, the national anthem in the books as we're about ready to start the 2024 Kirst Cup. Again, big shout out and thanks to Tim Flynn, Coach Appel of Bridgewater for getting this on last year, and then the second year, everyone getting on board with all the tournament of champions and the team sports. They still have it in track and cross country, I believe. Done away with by the Athletic Association. The boys lacrosse coaches in the state took the bull by the horns, said we want to continue the great tradition. School size doesn't matter. And you know all the times Coach Flynn won the title with the Group 1 Mountain Lakes. They wanted to continue that great tradition. They did it last year. It was a great success. 2 nights of games here at Kane, and the final was at Basilone Field down in Bridgewater last year. This year, all the games we played here at this beautiful campus here at Kane University here at Alumni Stadium. So we'll have this first game. As we said, it's the 5th seed Gill St. Bernard's Knights, 4th seed Moorestown Quakers. We'll talk about the Knights. 14-6, they won their second straight non-public B title and their second straight, first in a while, Prep B title as they beat their arch nemesis Rutgers Prep. They're led by veteran head coach Byron Collins. He's been around. He's been an assistant coach, a head coach, coach at Rutgers as an assistant, Delaware, Penn State, head coach at Stevens. He's brought this program, took it over in 2017, and he's brought it to heights it's never had, although it's a fairly new program. But they won the non-public B title by beating Rutgers Prep 15-6. They also beat Montclair Kimberly Academy 15-5 and Mo Beard 16-4, outscoring their opponents 46-15 in the process as they won that state title by beating Rutgers Prep last week here at Kane. In that game, Griffin O'Sullivan had 5 goals, Max Voigt had 3 goals and 2 assists, and Colin Anderson, their D1 goalie, had 4 saves. They played a very good schedule, Coach Collins. Their losses are to St. Augustine, Hun, Bridgewater, Ridge, Don Bosco Prep, and Cedar Hall Prep games they were all in. But Coach Collins' philosophy is move the ball and move it fast. So if you like high-octane offense, you'll see that today with the Knights as they score about 12 goals a game, give up about 6, but they won't hold the ball long. They will take off and take a shot within 15 seconds. Coach Collins' philosophy is I want to develop these kids for the college level where there is no shot clock. So we're going to head off for the face-off. The Knights will be in the visiting blue, and the home white will be the Moorestown Quakers, who come in with a record of 17-5. They won the Group 3 state title as they were coming out of South Jersey. They were able to beat Ridge 9-8 in a classic as they had 8 players suspended due to an altercation after the South Jersey Group 3 final. And Coach Brian Carey's crew came through, showed a lot of mental toughness to get that state title, their first since 2019, as they are now in the Kirst Cup. Violation, and it will be Gill's possession. Again, on that attack, you got Robert Harrington. He was a midfielder. He's playing attack now, number 1, 28 goals, 11 assists. Number 3, Brendan Schwab, Jr., 24 goals, 37 assists. And right away, they take that shot. Moorestown will break it up. Taking it out is Paul Canton. And here comes the ride. He loves Coach Collins. He loves the fast offense. He loves to put a pressure and ride on. So the rest of that offense, number 4, Griffin O'Sullivan, 36 goals, 9 assists, number 4. Then Max Voigt, he's going to Dartmouth. What a two-way player he is at Midi. Number 25, he's got 51 goals, 23 assists. Luke Greenstead, number 27, he's got 22 goals, 10 assists. Number 12, Corbin Migliaccio, 21 goals, 5 assists. Freshman Johnny Krangen, number 21, 7 goals, 2 assists. And Zach Blinkerhoff, number 22, 6 goals, 3 assists. Coach Collins, although Moorestown on the attack, loves that fast-paced offense, and he does a thing where he matches up Max Voigt with 2 other offensive middies. He's the one that stays on the field and does a lot of work for them. And he gives a lot of credit to their short stick middies who are out there now. Number 47, Kellen Sturm. 14, Brady Domzik. Number 13, Jackson Murray. And you'll see number 7, Nick Fusari. He says, with the way we play, we have to have tough short stick middies to do what we do. And that's broken up by the Knights. And their LSM, Michael Scarpati, all over the field. He's going to Hobart. He's number 26. Colin Anderson going to Vermont in goal. He only allows about 6 goals a game. And then on the faceoff, we had Dante Lamb. He's a freshman, number 11, and Braden Hamilton, number 16. Shot saved by the goalie from Moorestown. We'll give you the Moorestown lineup as they're going to come in transition on the run. Taking the shot going wide was Chris Gorman, the long pole. So Coach Brian Carey taking over this program. It's been one of the best programs in South Jersey since its inception. As they won the state finals, we said, beating Ridge 9-8. They've outscored their opponents 67-19 during their state tournament run. Coming out of South Jersey Group 3, they beat Cherry Hill West 20-1, West Windsor North Plainfield, Plainsboro 16-2, Clearview 11-2. They beat Shawnee, their nemesis from last year, 11-6 in the South Jersey Group 3 final, and then knocked off Ridge with 8 players suspended. Ball pops up, loose in front. Who's going to get to it? And the keeper's going to rake it in. Good job there by Colin Anderson. So really stepping up. Chase Calder stepped in as the face-off guy. Hadn't done that much of the year. Scored the eventual game-winning goal. He also had 3 goals. And in goal, Wes Canton, the freshman, had 17 saves. Cole Pitcher also had 2 goals in that game for the Quakers. I said one of the top programs for a long time out of South Jersey. So a great team from South Jersey, a great team from Middlesex County. The winner will play the top seed, the Summit Hilltoppers, the Group 2 champs, led by their legendary Hall of Fame coach Jim Davidson. That'll be a game here on Thursday. And the other semifinal is already set as number 2 Burnett, who won their first ever Group 1 title under their great head coach David Brothers, 21-2. They'll take on the Westfield Blue Devils, who won the Group 4 title, won the North Group 4 section championship in a thriller in overtime over defending Kirst Cup champ Ridgewood 10-9, and then had a little bit of an easier time, if you want to say, by beating Eastern 17-10 to get that state title. So that sets up our Kirst Cup schedule. So today the quarterfinal, winner gets Summit, and Bernards and Westfield will play in the other game. Champion winners of Thursday night's games will play at 1 o'clock here at Alumni Stadium here at Kane. So no score here. We're about 4 minutes into this quarter. Again, Gill's going to want to push it, but great job thus far by Moorestown. We'll give you their lineup. On the attack, Cole Pitcher. He's going to Monmouth. He's got number 3, 65 goals, 34 assists. Harry Brinkman going to Worcester. Number 5, 21 goals, 19 assists. Aiden Ruff, a sophomore. Number 15, 41 goals, 36 assists. Chase Calder, the junior, number 26. He's got 31 goals and 8 assists, battle for the ground ball. Eric Morano, junior, number 18, 21 goals, 12 assists. And Luke Grant, number 2, 17 goals, 12 assists by the whistle. Lexi Tomaselli is the LSM, number 8. He's got a goal and assist. And then the short stick middies, Luke Eagles, 29. John Candelero going to Stevens. He's number 21, 1 goal. And Vaughn Adeli, number 38. Goalie Wes Canton, the freshman, has been awesome this year on the bounce, taking the shot there. Scarpetti for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. Canton has 180 saves, 105 goals allowed. And on the faceoff, Ryan O'Connor, having a great year. He also has 17 goals and 6 assists. He's 225 for 358 on the faceoff, 63%. And then their long poles, Chris Gorman, number 30, Luke Holmgren, number 7, and Paul Kenton, number 4, have been terrific as they have outscored their opponents 11.2 goals per game to 5-point goals a game. So could be a little contrast in styles today. As we said, Gill likes to move it. Moorestown will run when they can, but they got some big defenders back there, led by the big guy, Chris Gorman, number 30. Shot, doesn't get through. Good defense by the Quakers. Scooped up ground ball, Paul Canton. Unsettled for Moorestown. Tries to dump it off. Good catch to keep the possession, and now it'll settle down. Cole Pitcher saved the turnover, and the Quakers will go to work. And we're going to have it offside on Moorestown. And you can't see in the camera range, Coach Byron Collins just telling his team to go, pointing the other way. Put on the pedal. He was with Coach Brian Brecht at Rutgers. And I said, were you part of that architect of that NASCAR offense? He kind of just laughed. He goes, we like to call it fun and run. And we're going to have a trading offsides here. So no score here as we're midway through the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here live on the Big State Sports Network. Kirst Cup quarterfinal here at lovely Kane University here at Alumni Field. And again, I want to thank Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, 2 great locations, and Autosport Acura of Denville for being our sponsors for these great games. I can't wait to call all these games. So Quakers will go into their settled attack. Again, both of these teams have guys that can put it in the back of the net. Obviously, Cole Pitcher with 65 goals, number 3. And also can fill it up, too. Chase Calder had that big game in the state finals. What a win for Moorestown with 8 guys out to show that tenacity against a very good Ridge team who kind of handled Chatham in the North 3 section final. So great job trying to shake off the defenders there as Pitcher. He sends it back out to Luke Grant, who's checked in. Grant trying to keep his feet, does get rid of it to try to feed the crease. Shot. Wow. Bounced all the way out. That was a rocket. Good crowd here at Kane. They're starting to file in. Nice little long ride from Moorestown, but they're very glad they're able to be here. Coach Brian Carey was a former 3-sport star at Jefferson High School up in Morris County, but he went to college and played football at Rowan, had a nice career there, and he decided to stay down South Jersey after a short time teaching and coaching at Morris Knolls in Morris County. So it's good catching up with Coach Carey. I'm an old guy. I covered him in high school when he was playing football for Joe Matisich. So he's done a great job giving 2 keys to a great program. And this is a team that won a state title in 2019. Bounce shot goes wide. That team was loaded in 2019. Even though they were 11-10, they beat Chatham 9-6 to win the Group 3 title. Lost to Montgomery 13-9, but they returned everybody for 2020, and then guess what? Everyone knows, pandemic. Connor McDonough on that team, Nick Cataline, goalie Jeff Martin, and Shane Knobloch, who's playing professionally after a great career at Rutgers, was on that team. Most of those guys were going to come back for that 2020 season, but broken up by the pandemic. And we're going to have a whistle. Is he in the crease? Yes, crease violation. Moorestown fans feel he was pushed into that. So again, 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. No score, kind of surprising. Let's see if the Knights can change that. Again, they'll work around maybe once to take a shot. That'll roll back to the keeper. Wes Canton, the freshman, the Canton family name, very well known in Moorestown lacrosse. And a big reason for the lacrosse success in Moorestown is because of the Moorestown Lacrosse Club, feeding kids into this proud program. They're also very good in girls lacrosse. Coach Carey, also the wrestling coach at Moorestown. So last year, Del Barton, Rumson, and Ridgewood were in the Kirst Cup. None of them won state titles this year, showing the great parity and strength of lacrosse here in the state of New Jersey. Long clear attempt by the Knights. Will they be able to keep it in? Brady Domzik can't get to it. And right back to the Quakers with 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. The Knights want to draw you into their game. They want to run up and down. The Quakers have to pick their spots when they want to run. They want to get into the settled attack and get a good shot. They don't want to get into a track meet with the Knights, who again returned a lot of players from last year. Will Dio graduated. He's at Holy Cross. He was a force offensively. The coach's son. Gavin playing at Kenyon College. Their face-off guy, Nico Catoni, was very good for the Knights last year. And they're going to play man defense. We were joking with Coach Collins in our pregame meeting. Because do you know when we don't play man? Because when we're a man down. Shot, save. Great job by the keeper with the stop. It's the Vermont commit, Colin Anderson. That'll come back to him. And will we get a timeout? Yes, we do. Coach Collins calls the timeout with 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. And it's been a fast-paced one, but no scoring here in the quarterfinals of the Kirst Cup. We're going to take a break. We'll be back live here on the Big State Sports Network.
Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
At Autosport Acura of Denville, we're here to provide you with a luxury car purchasing experience. Whether you're shopping for a new Acura, certified or pre-owned, our team can't wait to welcome you to the Autosport family. And with Acura Accelerated Service, you'll receive the best of vehicle care throughout your ownership. So visit a place where technology meets performance and test drive your new luxury vehicle at Autosport Acura of Denville.
All right, welcome back to the Mandelbaum and Barrett broadcast booth here at the Kirst Cup. Dan Cleary, thanks for joining us. Timeout call by Gill St. Bernard's, but this will allow Moorestown to set up their ride. And we talked about Gill St. Bernard's ride. The Quakers do it well with Cole Pitcher and Harry Brinkman and Aiden Ruff. But the Knights get it over, no problem. And they'll go to work. Back up top to Zach Blinkoff. One of those offensive middies, he'll come off now. And you always got to keep an eye on number 25, where he's at, Mr. Max Voigt with 51 goals. And Brandon Schwab's been a terrific facilitator with 24 goals and 37 assists, number 3. But Wes Canton, the freshman, he's no longer a freshman, folks. Chance here, lefty shot, saved by Canton, right on cue. The freshman, what a great save. He robbed Voigt there. Goal line extended there. Schwab back up top, running start with the spin dodge. Shot, doesn't get through. Great defense by Moorestown. They've blocked several shots before they were able to get through. Trying to scoop up the ground ball. Paul Canton unsettled for the Quaker. Shot. Goal! Moorestown will get on the scoreboard first. And that's Cole Pitcher, number 3. His 66th goal of the season. Let's take a look at that. But it's set up by Canton in the unsettled. Take a look at this, folks. Canton wins the ground ball. Gets it over to Cole Pitcher. And Pitcher does what he's been doing all year. Sends in a strike. with 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And the fourth-seeded Quakers will draw first blood 1-0 on the pitcher Rocket, his 66th goal. So we'll go back to the face-off. O'Connor. And we'll have a whistle. It will be on Gill, so another be a win for the Quakers. Working his way in. Good poke check. That was a terrific poke check, and the quarter will end. So the first quarter in the books here at Alumni Stadium at Kean University in Union. Quarterfinals of the Kirst Cup. And our score, Moorestown, the number 4 seed, with a 1-0 lead over number 5, Gill St. Bernard's. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels, all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
All you guys that play defense, shorties especially.
We train athletes and develop them for the long term. Not for the fall, not for the summer, but forever.
Experience the difference, because the difference is experience. Town Lacrosse Training.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some.
All right, we're back here to start of the second quarter. Face-off here. And O'Connor battling with, I think that was Dante Lamb on the face-off. Check that was Braden Hammond. And the Knights will get it to start the second quarter. Let's see if they get a shot off right here. Again, welcome back to the Mountain Barrett Press Box. I'm Dan Cleary. We also want to thank Autosport Acura of Denville. They've been serving the community for nearly 40 years, family owned and operated. Autosport Acura of Denville provides their clients with unparalleled level of transparency, professionalism. Choose the sterling reputation of Autosport Acura Denville and Don Jose Mexican Restaurant. 2 great locations in Denville and East Hanover in Morris County. Check them out at donjosemexican.com for daily specials and drink specials. If you love Mexican food, there's only 2 places to go, the 2 Don Jose Mexican restaurants. And we want to thank them for sponsoring the game today. So the Quakers with the 1-0 lead. Again, if you're watching this game, you are obviously a lacrosse fan, but we can give to some of the newcomers the Kirst Cup. We talked about it was formed in place of the Tournament of Champions, but it's named after Kyle Kirst, who was a longtime assistant coach at Summit for Jimmy Davidson when he was his DC. He was a goalie at Rutgers. He was a big bear of a guy who has all his boys are playing lacrosse. We'll see Caden, his youngest, play for Burns at goalie, and there's a chance here for the Knights. And that's terrific defense there by Luke Holmgren to break that up. And on the run coming the other way is Eric Morano for the Quakers. Little unsettled shot save by Anderson. So everyone that follows lacrosse knows about the Kirst brothers. Mom Michelle, a terrific lady. Hands free, nice stick dock. Another great save by Anderson. But Kyle unfortunately suddenly passed away at the age of 47 in 2015. Leaving a great legacy here in lacrosse. And Tim Flynn, just his eyes light up when he talks about the relationship he had with Kyle Kirst. So does Jim Davidson. Mark Moreau, who is here helping run things. The head coach of Rumson was his college roommate. So the tournament lovingly named in his honor. And again, his sons and his wife Michelle have continued that great legacy, the Kirst Cup. Hoping to have some of the Kirst brothers on either Thursday or Saturday for the championship. Connor, Colin, Cole, CJ, and I think they would love to see their youngest brother, Caden, be in the final for Bernards. He's going to Rutgers, going to do what his dad and his older brother did, play goalie for the Scarlet Knights. All right, so Moorestown with the 1-0 lead with the possession. They've taken a couple of shots. Anderson's made a couple of nice saves. He's going Vermont. He's just a junior. And just a progression of this shot and a goal. Wow. Take a look at that again. Defense all over Chase Calder, and he gets his 32nd goal, but it was not easy. Watch this, folks. They find him. Now the defense on him with the body on him, and he's able to find the back of the net. Chase Calder with a rocket. His 32nd goal of the season. And with 9:09 to go here in the first half, Moorestown has a 2-0 lead. So that's basically the history of the Kirst Cup, the naming of it, why it was started. Coach Flynn and Coach Appel and the Boys Lacrosse Coaches Association did not want that tournament champions to go. And a big shout out to Colin McGuire and the State Athletic Association. It's not sanctioned by them, but they gave their blessing. Unsettled, great save, right on the doorstep. Wes Canton has made some sparklers. The freshman out of Moorestown. Stay here with Gill coming out, hands free, rocket, and another save. Corbin Migliaccio came off the bench and a rocket right out of the box. And the freshman doing a great job like he did in that championship win this past weekend, as he had 17 saves in the big win over Ridge, 9-8. Working their way around. Aiden Ruff will send it back up. And Moorestown will get their personnel on. And this is what Coach Collins did not want. He did not want teams just sitting there holding the ball, working it around. He's a high energy guy. Also want to say hello to Coach's wife, Laura, if she's home watching with the family. Laura's been battling cancer the last 2 years. She's been an inspiration to this Gill St. Bernard's program. And just talking to Coach Collins about his wife, he said, you know what? Today's a win because I woke up with my wife, and that just puts everything in perspective. I know that's cliche, but Coach Collins lives that and walks that talk every day, and his kids know it too. So they know there's a bigger thing in life than the game of lacrosse. All right, here come the Knights. They're going to bring it up. Good job with the clear by Kellen Sherm, but broken up again by the Quakers. Good defense by Chase Calder. Unsettled on the doorstep, shot, goal. 3-0. What a great assist there by Cole Pitcher. And we'll take a look at that. Look at this look. Cole Pitcher right there on the doorstep. And Pitcher finding his man for the goal, Aiden Ruff. So the defense turns it into offense. Ruff with the goal. His 42nd goal of the season to make it 3-0. That's the 7-16 mark. But two great assists on 2 of the 3 goals. You had Paul Canton winning the ground ball and bringing it up. And then Cole Pitcher with a beautiful look. So 3-0 for the Quakers. Battle for the ground ball. The Knights come up with it. That was Michael Scarpati that won that. Now the Knights will go to work. Griffin O'Sullivan, he had the big game in the final. They send it back to X. Nick Fusari out there. Good defense by the big man, Chris Gorman. Knights will get into their settled attack. Voigt will bring it back. At X. Moorestown's played great defense. They've stopped several shots from going in. Again, good defense. And they're turning around looking to get a transition. That's Paul Canton again. A shot and a goal. Look at that, right down the field. They score in the transition. It's Harry Brinkman, number 5. Let's take a look at that. What an effort thus far here in the second quarter. Right on the doorstep, a dunk. And Brinkman's got his 22nd goal. And a timeout going to be called. Moorestown doing a great job. Second timeout in the half, called by Coach Collins. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here live on the Big State Sports Network.
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
For all of the perks that come with working here, I would say that the most valuable thing WIS offers is freedom. The freedom to make the most of your role, to really go beyond the job description, the freedom to think differently and be rewarded for it, and the freedom to show up as 100% who you are.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Looking for authentic Mexican food, comfortable atmosphere, and a good time? Come to Don Jose, located on Route 10 in East Hanover and Route 46 in Netcong. The Arceo family has owned and operated Don Jose since 1998. Experience our extensive menu featuring all your authentic Mexican favorites like fajitas and enchiladas, as well as live music weekends. Our signature Don Jose margaritas are sure to put a smile on your face. Don Jose in East Hanover and Netcong.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
All right, welcome back to the Mandelbaum and Barrett Press Box here at Alumni Stadium, here at the campus of Kane University, here in Union, New Jersey. Dan Cleary, thanks for joining us on the Big State Sports Network. Quarterfinal game of the Kirst Cup, and it's been a big second quarter for the 4th-seeded Moorestown Quakers, the Group 3 champs, getting goals from Chase Calder, his 32nd, Aiden Ruff, his 42nd, and a great look on the Ruff goal from Cole Pitcher. Then Harry Brinkman would for his 22nd goal, and the Quakers have a 4-0 lead and the ball again. And they're going to take a shot and score right out of the timeout. And it's a rocket sent in. Ryan O'Connor, the faceoff man. That'll give O'Connor 18 goals on the season. Let's take a look at that. He just waltzed in. No one picked him up. So 5-0. O'Connor, the quick lead with 5:48 to go. Head back to face-off X. And be a whistle on that. It was Dante Lamb for Gill and Ryan. And again, possession goes to Moorestown. Good check there by the Knights. They're in transition. What they want to do, they want to move and move quickly. But Moorestown's defense, the guys down low, have been terrific. They've blocked shots without even reaching the cage. Shot and a goal. Gill finally gets on the scoreboard, and it's a beauty from Griffin O'Sullivan. We'll take a look at that. This is what they want to do. Just get into a rhythm and watch Sullivan here. Griffin O'Sullivan. A little inside roll, gets free, knocks it home. O'Sullivan now with 37 goals on the season. And Gill is on the scoreboard as they trail 5-1. So head back to face-off X, which hasn't been too clean today. A lot of penalties, and there's a clean win there for Dante Lamb, the freshman. He takes a shot and he scores. So just like that, make it take it for the Knights. So the freshman gets the goal, his 13th, off the face-off. Watch this, and he just goes right to the cage. And it is now 5-2. Dante Lamb with the goal, his 13th of the season. A clean win, went right to the cage. So we'll go back to face-off X with O'Connor. And we'll have another penalty on the face-off. We've seen that thus far. Dante Lamb will get it going. Coach Collins likes his face-off guys. They're not Fogos. They stay out there. They'll be part of it. Right now, Lamb will head off. But you can see with Lamb with 13 goals and Hammond's got a couple of goals, they are part of this attack for Gill, who now have cut their deficit to 3, and they have the ball with under 5 to go here in the first half. Coming out of the box, Voigt. Shot high, stay here on the backup with the Knights. Again, I think Auto Sport of Denville. Check them out. And Don Jose, Mexican restaurants in Morris County. 2 great locations, East Hanover and Denville. Check them out. Back up top. O'Sullivan had the big game in the final with 5 goals against Rutgers Prep. Will spin, low angle shot goes wide. Now we're starting to see the Gill that Coach Collins likes to see. Not taking a lot of time, taking their shots, creating opportunities. Ball pops out. Ground ball scooped up by Luke Holmgren. And the Quakers are on the run. Nice job playing that off the bounce, Chase Calder. And again, it could be another unsettled here if Gill doesn't get back. And a great job there, shot and a goal. Cole Pitcher. You could see that coming, folks. Cole Pitcher with the goal. Let's take a look at that. 6-2 our score. Great ball movement, Calder gets it going. And you can see right here, defender goes down, gets a little bit of room, and a great shot by Cole Pitcher, the Monmouth commit. His second goal of the game and 67th on the season. So they'll get that goal right back. They'll go back up by 4, 6-2, with 3:56 to go here. And the first half, again, face-offs have not been a clean proposition. Whistles on most of them. And O'Connor will get the Quakers going. But the Quakers' defense has been terrific. I'm very impressed with the big man back there. Chris Gorman, Luke Holmgren, and Paul Canton have been terrific. Along with their short stick middies, Luke Eagles, John Candelaro, Vaughn Adeli, and Lexi Tomaselli. Moorestown with the lead. Again, we've seen when they've had the opportunity unsettled, they will take the shot, but they will be patient in their settled attack. Coach Collins from Gill St. Burns, a big proponent of a shot clock in the state of New Jersey. New York, I believe, is going to one. So will New Jersey be next? Very interesting to see. Moorestown trying to get into it a little bit. Luke Grant is in there, number 2. see Gill in that man defense. They got to call out the slides, communication. Trying to make the moves, Chase Calder. Now on the run, shot on the bounce, right back. That's a terrific play there by Moorestown. That was Harry Brinkman. Terrific job playing down the bounce and getting it right back in. Shot and a goal! Wow! That's Luke Grant. So Luke Grant out there. Watch this, folks. This is set up by Brinkman saving the possession. The great play on the bounce. They sent it out. Grant gets the hands free and he scores. 7-2 Quakers with 2:13 to go. So Luke Grant with the goal for Moorestown. O'Connor trying to win that faceoff, battling with Lamb, and it will be poked away. Good check there, but and Gill will get it back. Good work there by the Knights. This is Griffin O'Sullivan. He has one of the goals for Gill today. Waiting for the personnel to come out of the box. But look at a great defense there by Luke Holmgren, just pestering this Knights offense. They've seen them on tape. They know they like to shoot and shoot fast. And they're not allowing it. That defense has been the story thus far. I mean, the opportunistic offense has been great to watch, but the guys there on defense have been just tremendous. Again, a lot of shots the Knights have taken have not even gotten through to the keeper, Canton, who early on made some great saves. Knights get into it here. Inside roll. Good defense again by Paul Canton. Ball pops loose. Who's going to get there? Little subway shuffle in there, and we'll have an over and back. It will be Moorestown possession. And a timeout called by Moorestown with 1:09 to go. Coach Carey will call the timeout as they'll set up something here for the final minute plus. We'll take a break as well. We'll be right back here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Speed Fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389-9999.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum and Barrett Press Box here at Alumni Stadium, Keene University and Union. Dan Clear on the Big State Sports Network. Timeout call by Moorestown coach Brian Carey. A dominant second quarter for the Quakers. They have a 7-2 lead. They're the number 4 seed here in the Kirst Cup. They are the Group 3 champions. Gill St. Bernard's, the non-public B champs. So Coach Carey called the timeout to set up what he wants to do here in this final minute. And what a great 11 minutes it's been thus far for the Quakers. They were up 1-0 going into the period, but they've just taken overtime possession, and their shooting percentage has been great as they've moved the ball tremendously, and their defense has been great with their ride. Here's Grant. He just scored before. A little question mark shot. Doesn't get it to go. But a good hustle on the backup by Cole Pitcher 25 seconds ago in the first half. Pitcher. Again, the Knights in that man defense. They got to call out the slides, find the open man, turn, fire by pitcher. Pitcher's got good size. Monmouth getting a good one. Again, we talked about the great tradition. Moorestown's won 6 section titles in its history since 1994 when they started. 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, and this year. And probably would have won one in 2020 with the great team coming back. They'll just flick it forward, and right there, at the buzzer, Holmgren gets to it and sends a rocket. So 1/2 in the books here in the quarterfinal round of the second annual Kirst Cup here at Kean University. Our score, number 4 Moorestown 7, number 5 Gill St. Bernard's 2. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have third quarter action here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
WISC gives me the freedom to be entrepreneurial, innovative. I feel supported to bring 100% of myself and my personality to work each and every day. I'm the CEO of WISC Family Office. I have 2 amazing children. I'm the daughter of French and Italian immigrants. Above all, I'm someone who derives strength and confidence from my ability to connect with others, and I strive to make a difference in their lives.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
I enjoy helping nonprofits achieve their goals and really accomplish their mission, namely by nurturing my relationship with them, their staff, their donors, their volunteers, and their board members. I think the key to being trusted is really transparency. What I've seen time and time again is that when you give anything the right conditions, the support, the autonomy, trust, your full attention, it will thrive. This is as true for my clients and for my colleagues as it is for myself here at WISC.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage, Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
At Autosport Acura of Denville, we're here to provide you with a luxury car purchasing experience. Whether you're shopping for a new Acura, certified or pre-owned, our team can't wait to welcome you to the Autosport family. And with Acura Accelerated Service, you'll receive the best of vehicle care throughout your ownership. So visit a place where technology meets performance and test drive your new luxury vehicle at Autosport Acura of Denville.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
All you guys that play defense, shorties especially.
We train athletes and develop them for the long term. Not for the fall, not for the summer, but forever.
Experience the difference, because the difference is experience. Town Lacrosse Training.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
For all of the perks that come with working here, I would say that the most valuable thing WIS offers is freedom. The freedom to make the most of your role, to really go beyond the job description, the freedom to think differently and be rewarded for it, and the freedom to show up as 100% who you are.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Looking for authentic Mexican food, comfortable atmosphere, and a good time? Come to Don Jose, located on Route 10 in East Hanover and Route 46 in Netcong. The Arceo family has owned and operated Don Jose since 1998. Experience our extensive menu featuring all your authentic Mexican favorites like fajitas and enchiladas, as well as live music weekends. Our signature Don Jose margaritas are sure to put a smile on your face. Don Jose in East Hanover and Netcong.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389-9999.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
Whisk gives me the freedom to be entrepreneurial, innovative. I feel supported to bring 100% of myself and my personality to work each and every day. I'm the CEO of Whisk Family Office. I have 2 amazing children. I'm the daughter of French and Italian immigrants. Above all, I'm someone who derives strength and confidence from my ability to connect with others, and I strive to make a difference in their lives.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum and Barrett Press Box here at Alumni Stadium, the campus of Kean University here in lovely Union, New Jersey, as Big State Sports presents the Kirst Cup quarterfinal matchup in a huge second quarter for the Group 3 champs out of South Jersey, Moorestown, as they have a 7-2 lead over the non-public B champs, Gill St. Bernard's. Hey, we want to thank our sponsors for today's game, and our sponsors for this Kirst Cup are the following. Autosport Acura of Denville is a very proud sponsor of youth and high school athletics in New Jersey. They are proud to partner with Big State Sports, plus we wish all the incredible youth athletes and all the high school teams the very best of luck. They are proud sponsors of the Kirst Cup. And fresh, authentic Mexican food. Don Jose is family owned and operated for serving Morris County the last 26 years with a second location in East Hanover and their main restaurant in Denville. Visit DonJoseMexican.com to order online or check out their daily specials. Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, where everyone is family. All right, we're going to start the second half. Moorestown with a great second quarter. They had a 1-0 lead after one, thanks to a goal from Cole Pitcher. Then they just extended it. A couple of unsettled goals. Terrific defense, keeping this high-octane Gill St. Bernard's offense in check. Battle for the ground ball. No one's winning it yet. And finally, Scarpatti's going to come up with it for Gill. And they're going to get a much-needed possession. Goal scorers, Cole Pitcher, the Monmouth commit. He has 2 goals. Ryan O'Connor with a goal. Chase Calder with a goal. Harry Brinkman with a goal. Aiden Ruff with a goal. And Luke Grant with a goal as well. Goal scorers for Gill, Dante Lamb off a face-off. And then prior to that was Griffin O'Sullivan. So we're going to check to see if we saw a different goalie warming up for Gill, and we're going to check the number of the goalie. And it looks like we're going to have a new goalie in there for the Knights. It's number 9, Brendan Whitley. Shot and a goal. And he's got a rude greeting there from the Moorestown attack as they score. And they go up 8-2. Let's take a look at that. Running start. And a shot and a goal. And finding the back of the net there, Aiden Ruff, his second goal of the game. So Ruff with 2 goals, and that'll give him 42 on the season as they score 34 seconds into the second half. And a great job there by Lexi Tomaselli winning that ground ball. And now the Quakers will go to work. So we got the new keeper in there, Whitley. 31 saves. He's allowed 17 goals this year for the Knights. So the Quakers with the 6-goal lead. And again, they'll look to run a little clock here. But they've been scoring it when they get the opportunity. That's a big check there. Great job there on defense. And that was Declan Gillen, the senior, going to Wagner. Noah Blinkoff going to Lafayette George Taylor, the other defender back there for Gill. A lot of those guys played last year in this game. They lost in the first round, and this round to Summit. Last year, Summit, the 4 seed, beat Gill. The 5 seed 9-3. Then Summit, the 4 seed, beat Del Barton in a classic 10-8, the top seed. Ridgewood, the 3 seed, beat Rumson 10-5, the number 2 seed in the championship game last year. Ridgewood won 9-6 over Summit to win the first ever championship. Will Brandt had a great game, the senior, career-high 3 goals. But that great team with Miles McCutcheon on it. Owen Stanton, who was at St. Joe's, the Defensive Player of the Year. Coming around the corner, can't get it to go. And a good job defensively laying the wood there with the check, Eric Morano. So that was a great game down in Bridgewater. Feeding, lefty shot, Rocket score. That's Griffin O'Sullivan. His second goal of the game. At the 9:25 mark. 8-3. With the way this Gill St. Bernard's team can score and move the ball, they're never out of the game. They're down 5. And O'Sullivan with his second goal, 38 on the season. So O'Connor at the face-off X. He'll be going against Braden Hammond. 2 freshmen taking the face-offs for Gill all year. And they're going to get the win, much needed win for the Knights. But look at that, double up, forcing a turnover. And no, well, the whistle. And we'll stay here with Gill. Quick start there by Brendan Schwab. Paul Canton coming out on him. They'll settle back into their defense. Again, Gorman's a big dude back there. Canton, Holmgren, they've been terrific. John Candelaro up top, 21. Terrific defense. And Vaughn Adeli. There's a pick, and there's a moving pick. Go the other way. Moorestown will bring it down. When we talk about Gill's high-paced offense, Moorestown showing that as well. This is Grant. He'll settle things down. Five-goal lead. Play a little ball control for Moorestown. You want to advance. Grant swings it over, spreading the field. Look for the people, the cutters to come through. Their passing has been pinpoint today, the Quakers. And again, against that man defense, the slide doesn't get there. Guys will get their hands free, shot and a save. Willie with the save there. And the ball will bounce back to the Knights. As Moorestown will put on the ride, good stick dodge. Trying to clear it out. And they will get it over. Good work by the defense. George Taylor, a veteran on this team. The Knights down by 5. Holmgren, terrific job. Again, you can't say enough about those defenders today for Moorestown. Those long poles have been nasty and good. Here comes Cole Pitcher, the Monmouth commit. Got a couple of goals today, as does Aiden Ruff. Ruff just a sophomore. And good job there by the Knights, getting the ball back. Here comes the ride by the Quakers. They'll work it back to the keeper. And now bringing it up. And good job with the clear by Noah Blinkoff. Again, the way this team can score, they're not out of any game. Goal line extended, shot, saved by the freshman. West Canton. This would have a different look of this game if Canton didn't make those early saves in the first quarter, because the Knights did get some shots. Hands free here on the bounce, and we'll stay here on the backup Cole pitcher. So early on, Gill did get some shots off, and Canton made some nice saves, and the defense provided a nice shield in front of the freshman, and then the offense took over. So Gill will sit back in their man, and then they'll start the challenge as they get into it. Shot, save. Rip taken there by Chase Calder. Here come the Knights on the clear. Kellen Sturm trying to work his way through. Shot goes wide. Griffin O'Sullivan, the sophomore, physical. Stay here with the Knights. That's Harrington back there. He'll send it over. Luke Greenseed back up top. Quick ball movement as you expect from this Gill team with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They have a 5-goal lead, 8-3. Winner will go on to play top-seeded Summit Thursday here at Kean University and on the Big State Sports Network. Big physical Moorestown defense has gotten the job done thus far. Lefty rocket, shot, goal. That's a terrific shot. And with that rocket in the goal, Luke Greenseed, number 27. Deficit now 4. Luke with 23 goals on the season. There he is. Now we're back to face-off X. O'Connor trying to come out with it. Who's going to get that ground ball? And it'll pop into the stick of Lexi Tomaselli, the LSM, unsettled here. And Moorestown will pull it back out. Again, the man defense will be on him. Some good defense being played there by Noah Blinkoff. Now Moorestown will get their personnel on, and they'll go to work offensively. Cole pitcher sends it back up top. We said Moorestown, 5 state titles, 08, 11, 17, 19, and in 2001, they won the overall state title. There was no sections then. So this is a brand name program out of South Jersey, trying to split the defense, keeping it in his stick, spinning around. Great job by Cole pitcher to keep the possession. Damon Legato was a very good coach there. And then replacing him was Baron Weilenhorst, who led those state championship teams. Carey was an assistant to him. Shot and a goal. Long distance from the perimeter. Another rocket. And that's Chase Calder again. Take a look at this. These guys share the ball. Not too many unassisted goals with this Quaker squad. And that was a long distance rocket. Calder with the goal. He's got 34 goals on the season. He's got 2 goals. Aiden Ruff has 2 goals, and pitcher has 2 goals to pace a well-balanced Moorestown attack. Going to get to that ground ball. Body's going down, no whistle. Been a fairly clean game. The referees have let them play today. We haven't had a man up yet, as I probably just gave the commentators jinx. Dante Lamb won that ground ball. He's been a ground ball machine this year. And now the Knights will go back as they trail 9-4. On the run, hands free, lefty shot goes wide. Good effort there by Max Voigt. Max with 51 goals this year. Going to Dartmouth. The DeZamba kid from Mount Lakes will be going to Dartmouth as well. So some good Jersey talent going Ivy League. No news there. Tough pass there by the Knights. Good thought, just a little too strong. Quakers will get it to their man, Paul Kent. Take 2:25 to go. They'll send it back up. Eric Morano up top, along with Luke Grant. Grant and Morano, little two-man game. Chase Calder up there too. Trying to extend that man defense of Gill. Now the Knights will come out and challenge. This is Grant. McVoigt was on him. And here come the Quakers. Shot and a save. Good job by the new keeper. Quickly sending out, trying to get the clear. And who's going to win the ground ball? Good job coming back to win it. Unsettled here. The Knights on the doorstep. Shot. Goal. Give the credit there for Brendan Schwab to keep that going. And that's Robert Harrington, number 1, with the goal. Schwab with the win, gets it, and their little tic-tac-toe passing right on the doorstep. And that is Harrington with the goal, his 29th of the season. It's 9-5. Robert Harrington with the easy goal there, 29th of the season. 9-5 with 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. A lot of lacrosse to be played. 4-goal lead. It's not always safe when you're going against a team like Gill St. Bernard's, without a doubt. But another win there by Luke Holmgren. Unsettled here. Gets doubled on the bounce save, and there's our first flag. So Moorestown will be a man up. And this is when you'll see Gill have to play his own. So the extra man unit out for both teams, special teams, especially when you have two teams as well coached and talented as these two clubs can be the difference sometimes. But this is just the first penalty. We had a couple offsides. The first 1-minute penalty coming up here for the Quakers. So Blinkoff, Gillen, Taylor, and Scarpati out there for Gill. It'll be the man down defense. Left all alone, shot saved by Whitley. Ball pops out loose right by the crease, and Quakers will come out with it. As we have approached a minute to go here in the third quarter. Good, and they're gonna say keep playing. Good check there by the defense. Physical play by the Knights, and that's gonna result in a turnover. Great job by the Gill defense. Ball pops loose, Luke Grant gets to it, 40 seconds to go. Physical play there by Kellen Sturm. But Moorestown will get it back, 30 seconds to go. Luke Grant swings it over, hands free, lefty shot saved by the keeper. He'll rake it back in with 20 seconds to go. Moorestown will set up that ride. It's been very successful and has been effective today. But the Knights, they've seen plenty of rides. And now look at that, from behind, Can't find the ball, but it does cross. So a clear for the Knights. 2 seconds, they got to shoot. And at the buzzer, the save made by Canton. So 3 quarters in the books here at Alumni Stadium here at lovely King University in Union, New Jersey. Quarterfinal of the Kirst Cup 2024. It's 4th seeded Moorestown with a 9-5 lead over number 5 Gill St. Bernard's. We'll be back with 4th quarter action here live on the Big State Sports Network right after this.
That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
I enjoy helping nonprofits achieve their goals and really accomplish their mission, namely by nurturing my relationship with them, their staff, their donors, their volunteers, and their board members. I think the key to being trusted is really transparency. What I've seen time and time again is that when you give anything the right conditions, the support, the autonomy, trust, your full attention, it will thrive. This is as true for my clients and for my colleagues as it is for myself here at WIS.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum and Barrett Press Box here at Kane University. Dan Cleary live on the Big State Sports Network. About to start the 4th quarter. Quarterfinal action of the Kirst Cup. And it's been a solid effort by Moorestown, and Ryan O'Connor will win that. Hey, we want to thank Acura, Autosport Acura of Denville. And O'Connor brings it in. Now we'll put on the brakes. New Jersey's only 3-time winner of the Dealer Raiders Acura Dealer of the Year Award. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Acura, or you need a vehicle service, choose the sterling reputation of Autosport Acura of Denville. And our friends at Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, 2 great locations in Morris County, East Hanover, and Denville. Been owned and operated, family owned and operated for 26 years, the best Mexican food around. Check out DonJoseMexican.com to order online or check out their daily specials. Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, where everyone is family. So 9-5 our score. It's been a well-balanced effort on the attack by Moorestown. Chase Calder with 2 goals. Cole Pitcher with 2 goals as well. And Aiden Ruff 2 goals as well. Griffin O'Sullivan leading Gill with 2 goals. New keeper in for Gill, Whitley. And we'll stay here. Actually, that would be a turnover. It will be. Nope, we stay here with Moorestown. And this is Ruff. And this is with the lead. Up by 4. They'll take some time off. They want to advance. This is the part of the game, and you know, I've had several conversations with Coach Collins about this. This is where we need a clock in high school lacrosse. This is Grant. Spin. Being harassed by Voigt. Shot, save. Rolls back out, rebound, another save. Great job by the keeper there, but the ball bouncing Moorestown's way. We're going to have a push, and it will be Gill's ball. Nope, are they going to overturn that? Yes. So we'll stay here with Moorestown. What great saves there by the new keeper, Whitley. Two rockets from on the doorstep. Circle those. 2 minutes, about 2 minutes in, if Gill's able to mount the comeback, you can thank that young man there with those 2 saves. Shot goes wide. Eric Morano just going wide. Stay here with the Quakers. Hey folks, if you're watching that in South Jersey, and we hope you are, we're Big State Sports. We'll go anywhere to cover a game. So check out our website to book a game. And I know spring season is over, but we have openings in the fall. We'll come down to Moorestown. We'll come down to South Jersey and do your games. So you can check that out. Book your game right there on the YouTube description. Big State Sports. And if you want to advertise, we get 4 million views on our social media per week. No one else can give you that kind of exposure. No other platform has those kind of eyeballs. So folks, you want to advertise, join the team at Big State Sports. Send an email to George Muha. George at Big State Sports. Come join the team. So again, with the lead and the possession, they're going to run that. And you could hear Gill coach Byron Collins just yelling, no one wants to see this. And he told his team to play the ball. It's been a bugaboo for him. He's been a proponent of the shot clock in New Jersey. And we'll see if that will ever happen. Bodies flying, no flag, no whistle, and Moorestown will keep it. Coach Collins looking for a flag. Not going to get it. So Moorestown will take their time here. They know how explosive Gill is. They don't want to get the opportunity to take a bad shot, allow them to get into their transition. Nothing there. Grant off the pick, save again. Whitley, the freshman, has made a couple of sparklers to keep his club in the game. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Moorestown's ride. Those guys up top, they're big and physical. And we're going to get a timeout called by Gill. What a great job on that ride. Cold pitcher, Harry Brinkman and Aiden Ruff locking down the Knights. They're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well with 7:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
At Autosport Acura of Denville, we're here to...
All right, have the timeout called by Gill. They'll get the possession, but again, look at the guys set up that Bermuda Triangle right there in the ride. Ruff, Brinkman, and pitcher. Again, want to thank Don Jose Mexican Restaurant, 2 great locations in Morris County in Denville and East Hanover, and our friends at Autosport Acura of Denville, proud sponsors of the Kirst Cup. And they didn't get it into the box. Failure to advance it in, and again, right on the run, here come the Quakers. They've taken advantage of a lot of the unsettled situations, but with the big lead, and that could be a turnover. Who's going to get to the ground ball? They've won the ground ball battle today. And those are the little things that help you win games, especially big games in something like the Kirst Cup. Eric Morano, great work by him. And he's going to settle things down. That X feeds the crease. Shot save. We're going to have a flag. Good job there. Getting into the crease. Aiden Ruff, and he draws the foul, and it'll be the second penalty of the game. Both on Gill, so a man-up situation. Moorestown was able to kill the first one, but he attacked the crease, slipped his defender, took a hit. And if you're Gill, you don't want to give up another goal, so you'll take the penalty and take your chances here in the penalty kill. So Coach Collins getting some different guys out there. It's like number 10, Nathan Costa, big kid, number 10. On the penalty kick, good ball movement, left alone, shot wide. We'll stay here with O'Connor on the backup. 6:48 to go. Again, the winner will play Summit. Jimmy Davidson and that vaunted defensive group, but they could score too. With Danny Flame, he's going to Villanova, James Granger, Jackie Holmes. But that defense, Robbie Kiewit in goal, Carter Shalcross, Luca Alavino, they get a lead, they lock you down. Little stick dodge shot, bounces off the pipe. It comes all the way back, played nicely there by Harry Brinkman. And they'll get it to Grant. Grant doing a nice job today. He's going to be harassed by Costa. No, excuse me, by Gillen. Gillen going to Wagner. Coach Collins calls in the most improved player he has ever coached, college and high school. Getting physical here, trying to cause turnovers. Moorestown looking for a flag, as they're just going to sit on the ball right now. We're midway through the fourth. No scoring here in the fourth quarter. They have a 4-goal lead due to the Quakers. Left alone, shot. Save again by Whitley. Whitley's kept them in the game. They switch goalies at halftime. So Gill doing a good job burning off that penalty. Even strength. And there's the flag. A little too rough there. Zach Blinkoff's going to go off. Delayed penalty here. And they'll run a little clock here. A little shovel shot and a goal! Wow! There's the goal of the game right there. Chase Coulter with the hat trick. Let's take a look at that. Wow! Chase Coulter, watch this, gets it, shovels it in. Doing a little yard work with the rake. With 5:49 to go, a big goal makes it 10-5. He's got the hattie. After the big game in the state finals when they were down 8 guys and won that game over a very good Ridge team. So 3 goals for Coulter today. And none prettier than that. The committee now with 33 on the season. Big face-off here. If you're Gill, you got to win this. And still pop it loose, and it will be Moorestown. They've won the ground ball battle. They've done a great job today. Vaughn Adeli with that win. Tries to shake the defender. Michael Scarpati on him. Ball possession battle, ground ball battle, shot save, all Moorestown today. As they're 4.5 minutes away from advancing to the Kirst Cup semis, where they'll play top-seeded Summit here on Thursday. The other game is going to be a doozy too. Westfield and Berners, the Group 4 champ. Westfield, Group 1 champ Berners, winning their first state title. Coach David Brothers done an amazing job with that program, and they're going to be a lot of fun to watch. That Berners club. Only 2 losses, both to non-public age Power Pingree. So beating Mountain Lakes in the state final, beating Rumson in the section final, dethroning the team for the Shore. So just going to run some clock here for the Quakers. Coach Brian Carey out of Morris County. 3-sport athlete at Jefferson. Played football at Rowan. Decided to stay and continue his career in South Jersey. Great ball movement again. Another tricky shot. Save made. That was Aiden Ruff. And here come the Knights. Big possession for them. Robert Harrington, he still has it. And again, great defense all game by this Moorestown club. In front of goalie Wes Canton, who hasn't seen many shots here in the second half. First quarter came up big. Battle for the ground ball. Holmgren trying to poke it loose, still loose. And that will be on the doorstep. What a job by the keeper, Wes Canton. Holy smokes. Think we got to see that again, Kelly Barner. That is the save of the game. Watch the freshman robbing them on the doorstep. Watch this. Lays out. Look at that. Catches that and knocks it down. Rakes it in. And Coach Carey calling a timeout with 2:26 to go. Wes Canton, what a job by him after posting 17 saves in the state final. I was just saying he hasn't seen 20 shots in the second half. Well, he saw a great one there, and he stopped it. All right, we're going to take a timeout with 2:26 to go here live on the Big State Sports Network.
Just an experience. Whether you're shopping for a new Acura, certified or pre-owned, our team can't wait to welcome you to the Autosport family. And with Acura Accelerated Service, you'll receive the best of vehicle care throughout your ownership. So visit a place where technology meets performance and test drive your new luxury vehicle at Autosport Acura of Denville.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
And welcome back to the Mountain Bomb and Barrett press box here at Alumni Stadium here at Kane University. Dan Cleary live on the Big State Sports Network. Timeout call by Coach Carey, as they have just over 2 minutes to go, looking to advance. And a good job there, not turning it over. Cole pitcher. Cole going to Monmouth. Chase Calder with the 3 goals today. The junior. So Gill's going to try to force the issue. Chasing there, Declan Gillen. Shot saved by Willie. And he'll bring it back in. And the only reason why Gill had kind of a... Oh, on the ride, breaking it up. Chance here for pitcher, and he's going to play smart lacrosse. He could attack the cage. He's going to say, keep the ball. 1:25 to go, no shot clock. So Moorestown on their way to go into the semis. Now, I know if you follow lacrosse and the box scores on NJ.com, they do not consider this a official game. But I do, and Tim Flynn does, and that's all I need to know. If Tim Flynn says it's an official game, it is. So Moorestown going to go to 18-5. Gill will go to 14-7 after winning their division. Skyline Raritan with Immaculata North Hunterdon, Peaburg, and Montgomery, and winning another Prep B title, beating Rutgers Prep, and then a non-public B beating Rutgers Prep. So another great season with a lot of good kids coming back for Coach Collins. They're going to be a force to reckon with next year. They really upped their schedule by playing Seton Hall Prep and Don Bosco, St. Augustine. They're hoping next year to battle those guys and maybe get a win. They took them into the fourth quarter. But Moorestown, last year 14-8, lost to Shawnee in the South Jersey Group 3 final, 9-8. They graduated the Maronis, and they brought back a lot of great players, and they showed it today. Chase Calder with 3 goals, Cole Pitcher with 2 goals, Aiden Ruff with 2 goals, and there's the buzzer. Congratulations to the Moorestown Quakers. They advance to the Kirst Cup semifinals with an impressive 10-5 win over Gill St. Bernard's. as they will play Summit on Thursday. The other game, number 2, Burners, will play number 3, Westfield. So that'll wrap up our live coverage. If you want to find out who our player of the game is, please go to our Big State Sports social media. For Kelly Barta and Mr. Scott doing a great job upstairs with the camera, I'm Dan Cleary. We'll see you again soon live on the Big State Sports Network. Allows about 6 goals a game. And then on the faceoff, we had Dante Lamb, he's a freshman, number 11, and Braden Hamilton, number 16. Shot saved by the goalie from Moorestown. The defender's there is pitcher. He sends it back out to Luke Grant, who's checked in. Grant trying to keep his feet, does get rid of it to try to feed the crease. Shot. Wow. Bounced all the way out. That was a rocket. They're going to play man defense. We were joking with Coach Collins in our pregame meeting because you know when we don't play man? Because when we're a man down. Shot, save. Great job by the keeper. With 24 goals and 37 assists, number 3. But Wes Canton, the freshman. He's no longer a freshman, folks. Chance here, lefty shot, saved by Canton, right on cue. Moorestown, they've blocked several shots before they were able to get through. Trying to scoop up the ground ball. Paul Canton unsettled for the Quaker shot. Goal! Moorestown will get on the scoreboard first. And that's Cole, pitcher number 3. Shot save by Anderson. So everyone that follows lacrosse knows about the Kirst brothers. Mom Michelle, a terrific lady. Hands free. Nice stick dodge. Another great save by Anderson. Nothing lead with the possession. They've taken a couple of shots. Anderson's made a couple of nice saves. He's going Vermont. He's just a junior. And just the progression of this shot and a goal. Wow. Take a look at that again. Defense champions ago. And a big shout out to Colin McGuire and the State Athletic Association. It's not sanctioned by them, but they gave their blessing. Unsettled, great save. Right on the doorstep. Wes Canton has made some sparklers. Good job with the clear by Kellen Sherm, but broken up again by the Quakers. Good defense by Chase Calder. Unsettled on the doorstep, shot, goal. 3-0. That's Paul Canton again. Shot and a goal. Look at that, right down the field. They score in the transition. For his 22nd goal, and the Quakers have a 4-0 lead and the ball again. And they're going to take a shot and score right out of the timeout. Move quickly. But Moorestown's defense, the guys down low, have been terrific. They've blocked shots without even reaching the cage. Shot and a goal. Gill finally gets on the scoreboard. And it's a beauty from Griffin O'Sullivan. So we'll head back to face-off X, which hasn't been too clean today. A lot of penalties, and there's a clean win there for Dante Lamb, the freshman. He takes a shot and he scores. So just like that, make it take it for the Knights. Nice job playing that off the bounce, Chase Calder. And again, it could be another unsettled here if Gill doesn't get back. And a great job there, shot and a goal. Cole, pitcher. You could see that coming, folks. Terrific play there by Moorestown. That was Harry Brinkman. Terrific job playing down the bounce and getting it right back in. Shot and a goal. Wow. That's Luke Grant. It looks like we're going to have a new goalie in there for the Knights. It's number 9, Brendan Whitley. Shot and a goal. And he's got a rude greeting there from the Moorestown attack. So that was a great game down in Bridgewater. Feeding, lefty shot, Rocket score. That's Griffin O'Sullivan. Good job with the clear by Noah Blinkoff. Again, the way this team can score, they're not out of any game. Goal line extended, shot, saved by the freshman. big physical Moorestown defense has gotten the job done thus far. Lefty rocket, shot, goal! That's a terrific shot. It was Baron Weilenhorst, who led those state championship teams. Carey was an assistant to him. Shot and a goal! Long distance from the perimeter. Another rocket. And who's going to win the ground ball? Good job coming back to win it. Unsettled here. The Knights on the doorstep. Shot! Goal! Give the credit there for Brendan Schwab to keep that going, and that's Robert Harrington, #1, with the goal. The Knights, they've seen plenty of rides, and now look at that. From behind, can't find the ball, but it does cross. So a clear for the Knights. 2 seconds, they got to shoot. And at the buzzer, the save made by Canton. So 3/4 in the books here. This is Grant. Spin. Being harassed by Voigt. Shot, save. Rolls back out, rebound, another save. Great job by the keeper there, but and they'll run a little clock here. A little shovel shot and a goal. Wow. There's the goal of the game right there. Chase Coulter with the hat trick. Up big. Battle for the ground ball. Holmgren trying to poke it loose, still loose. And that will be on the doorstep. What a job by the keeper, Wes Canton. Holy smokes.